Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome, people, to MHF. Big up everybody that joins from the football terrace. I said Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Anyway,
Always say Bismillah first.
yeah, always. Big up people that is here. Listen, Arsenal mentality in question. This is what we're going to talk about. Liverpool to keep Darwin Nunez. And I want to know what Husam thinks about that as well. The news are coming. De Zerbi, but let's leave that to another day. But also, Manchester, I wanted to ask a question that I asked this morning to the panel. Why it always go Man City's way? Why do always Man City come on top? Even with small, I'm going to ask that question later, but make sure if you are here to hit that like button, subscribe to MHF. This is MHF. If you're new here, this is Mo and Husam Football. When we react to other people's videos, we talk about what happens in the Premier League and in world football, of course. We analyze the news, we do breaking news, and we react to the games, of course. But big up everybody that's here. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Let us know your opinion. Let us know what you guys think in the chat as well. But listen, I think we only have to start with the mentality thing. Or do you want to start with Liverpool first?
No, we can start with the mentality thing. Big up to the chat. I don't know if you can pull up the video as I'm speaking, Mo. For 30 seconds or so. If you can pull up the video so we can play it for the guys, the Rodri interview, so we can let the people know exactly what he said. It won't get copyrighted, don't worry, because it's media content. We can play it. So big up to all of you guys in the chat. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to MHF if you're yet to do so. 250 people are in the building, locked in right here, right now. Big up to all of you. Like, subscribe, keep getting involved in chat. You get me. The road to 5K continues. I believe we're only 10 subscribers, I think, away from 4.7K. Yes, just under 10 subscribers from 4.7K. Let's get there. That's the next target. So hit the like button, subscribe. And yeah, we're here to just, the final whistle, debuting a news video for you guys, where we kind of just talk about official stuff that's officially happened and all of that. So this is what we're here to discuss. I mean, obviously we saw what Rodri said. We all saw it. We also see the news today that Darwin Nunez is staying at Liverpool Football Club. Apparently, he has a skill set that Slot likes. Strike one. And yeah, we're here, guys. Like it's described, innit? Did you find the video, Mo? Did you find the video,
I'm trying to share the video. Yeah, it's right here in front of me. I actually downloaded it, so just give me a second.
Yeah, okay. So obviously we know what happened with the Premier League. Manchester City ended up lifting it. Arsenal ended up finishing second. Toka, very excited right now in the chat. All the Chelsea fans are happy. But yeah, we're here, Habibis. We're here. Keep getting involved in the chat. Look at this guy. Hold your Nunez. Wow. There you are. There you are. Why are you like this to Arsenal? I was so nice to Arsenal fans all year long, and now you do me dirty like this? Don't make me turn on you, huh? Don't make me turn on you, you fraud. Fraud. How's that already strike one? Keeping Nunez is definitely strike one. Anyway, let's go. Mo. Play it.
What does the manager do? What do you guys as players, what sort of demands do you put on each other?
I think, to be honest, it's in here. It's the mentality. Great players are all over the leagues, all over the clubs. Arsenal also, they deserve us. They went there, they did an unbelievable season, but I think the difference was in here. When they come here, when they face us here in the Etihad, I saw them, these guys, they don't want to beat us. They just want to draw, and that mentality, I think we wouldn't do it the same way, and we catch it. And at the end, if you give us 1 point, we will win the last 7-8 games, even though how tough it is. So I think it's terms of mentality.
So you start. Tell me what you think first before I say my opinion.
Okay, here is my thought. Man City fans, you're gonna get triggered, right? Just giving a warning to you if you're a Man City fan. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The reason why he doesn't know what he's talking about is that, number one, he mentioned a couple of things. The first thing is that these people didn't want to win. He thinks that football is all about gango. Let's go forward. Let's all attack. Let's open up the back line. Let's leave spaces. Let's go press for 90 minutes. This is the way he plays football. But he's an uneducated football player, because no educated football player will say that they didn't want to win, right? There is many ways to win football games. So he's an uneducated football player, with all due respect. He might be a brilliant footballer. He might be someone who knows how to play football, how to listen to instructions. But for me, to say things like that they didn't come to win, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Because I thought that Arsenal in that game, they were the team that were closer to win, right? They were closer to win. Real Madrid went in a draw and went to the Etihad, and they were leading 1-0 up until the minute 78. Would you think that Real Madrid didn't want to win the game? What did he aim for? Penalties? I doubt it. They were winning 1-0. Many teams playing the counter attack. He didn't understand. Arsenal were closer to the win than Man City. And it all feeds up to the story that I kept telling you all season and from last season, that Pep Guardiola made people think there is only one way to play football, which is you all pass the ball and we all attack, and that's the only way we win football games. As Italian football didn't exist, as by the way, the Netherlands, the total football didn't exist back in the day. It wasn't just all out. By the way, there is a lot of German football were very effective. They weren't all gang. By the way, German football are the most successful, right?
National compared to machinery, you know.
I know exactly. I know.
It was compared to like machines, how machine operates.
Yeah, but they. By the way, Germans knew how to defend. Germans knew how to attack, and it wasn't all let's go forward, right? My point about this, and there's a couple of things. Why does
Can I ask you a question more before you make
Can I finish?
Let me ask you a question, because this is important. Why does everyone not understand like actually competing in a title race? Why is the whole world looking at the draw at the Etihad? Can I understand? And acting. And I want to ask.
I want to tell you guys something. Yeah. Okay. So because they have nothing to talk, there are way more other games to talk about. The Aston Villa, West Ham, the Fulham game. These are the games. The Spurs game when they were leading 2-1 up in the first game and they drew 2-2 because Jorginho made a mistake and started to dribble at halfway line where everybody. These are the things you need to talk about. Them going at the Etihad and getting a point, I think he's better about it. And I'm sorry, I like Rodri as a player. I'm the one who said Rodri is better than Busquets, right? But this, what he's talking about, he's better. He's better. The Arsenal went to the Etihad and got a point. Why didn't he mention them losing to Aston Villa? Why didn't he mention them by the way, and he failed to understand, and I don't know why I'm yelling, but that's just me. He failed to understand that even after that point, Arsenal were in the lead. And Arsenal dropped point against Aston. Why does he fail to understand that even after this point, Arsenal gave themselves a chance to win the title? No one sat here and told me that Aston Villa would go to the Emirates and win the game. We thought they're going to draw against Man United, right? We thought they're going to draw against Spurs.
Specifically after getting slapped 4-1 at the Etihad as well.
No pundit. And for everybody that tells me in the know now, in hindsight, you can say, yeah, I thought they're gonna win, they're gonna lose against Aston Villa. You're a liar. You're a liar and you lie. Everyone said they're gonna drop points to North London Derby and to Manchester United. None of you said that they're gonna most likely gonna drop points to Aston Villa. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. And the other thing I want to say is that, and I'm going to give it to Husam, and then I need to ask a question that all of you fail to ask. Everyone failed to ask. And it's common sense, and you can call me deluded or not deluded. I'm going to ask it, but after Husam tells me what he thinks. But in my opinion, he sounds better when he talks about it. He's a brilliant player, deserves arguably the best player in the world at the current moment. But for him, instead of him, and that's the difference, and I'm going to tell you this. Man City, normally, when they went, and Husam can correct me if I'm wrong, when they went toe-to-toe to Liverpool after the title ended, they always praised Liverpool. Always.
Yeah.
They pushed us. Jurgen Klopp pushed us. Jurgen Klopp is great. Jurgen Klopp is this. Liverpool team is fantastic, is amazing. They pushed us to the end. They made us better. They did this. Why he isn't praising Arsenal that kept them on their toes?
Oh, you're
yourself,
saying he's showing Arsenal different energy.
why he's showing Arsenal different energy than 2 seasons when Liverpool went to toe to them? Go back to the interviews of Pep and everybody. Liverpool are a great team. They pushed us all the way to the end. It's a great 2-horse race. We had to fight. We had to sweat and tears to win the title. Blah 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 blah. Why does he sound so bitter and not bitter? Like why is he little bro in Arsenal? Why is he slagging Arsenal? Why?
I'll tell you this.
That's what I don't
thing.
understand.
Let me tell you why this happens.
By the way, I'm gonna, before Husam goes on, look at the difference between his speech and how Pep Guardiola speaks about Arsenal and Arteta. Pep Guardiola praised Arsenal. Pep Guardiola praised Arsenal so much. You know, he's like, they pushed us. They're a great team with great mentality. I don't know why Rodri said that. Why is he taking shots after he won the title? Why is Arsenal? Why? And why when the guys asking him, and hold on, Husam, I'm sorry about this. Because this feeds into, and I'm not hating on Man City. Rory tweeted something and said that why are Arsenal always the talking point? And I wanted to ask, because this morning on my show, Mo works for Arsenal, Mo shaking his bum to Arsenal. Rodri was asked, how do you guys do it? And he mentioned Arsenal. Did you notice? Do you want me to repeat the interview? Do you know what he did? They asked him, how do you guys do it? How do you guys go ahead? His first thought is to mention Arsenal and Arsenal's mentality. Has anybody thought that?
No, I understand what you're saying, and I think it's weird. By the way, chat, we have 420 people in here. I know you're here to see, my reaction to Darwin Nunez staying, which we're going to get into later as well. But don't be a bunch of Darwin Nunez's yourself. The lack of clinicalness. This is you watching us. I want you to hit this X button, hit this like button right here. Look at this, 420 people watching, not even 82 likes. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe, and let us know your opinions in the chat. Now, back to Rodri. Here's the thing. Rodri is 100% wrong. I don't care what people say. People are going to come up here and say, oh my God, Husam, you're bitter because Manchester City won the league. Oh my God, Husam, you twerk for Arsenal. It's not about twerking. It's about saying it as it is. The reality of the situation is as follows. Rodri is 100% wrong. And I'll tell you what proves that Rodri is 100% wrong. Out of the last 18 games in this English Premier League, Arsenal won 16, draw 1, lose 1. Let's just establish this right now. Let's just establish this right now. Out of every single result, we want to point at the draw at the Etihad that it's a bad result. If you speak to all 19 managers before the season starts next season and ask all of them, would you take a draw at the Etihad? The answer would 99.9999% be yes. I don't think there's any manager who'd go like, you know what, a draw at the Etihad is a bad result. I'm going to use my own club as the logic. We went away to the Etihad. We got a 1-1 draw. You can ask Mo. I said that result is a fantastic result. I didn't say anything about any of my players. I didn't say anything negative. It's a good result. Drawing away at the Etihad, whether you like it or not, is a good result. Alex Ferguson, when he dominated this league, was not complaining when he got a draw away at Highbury or a draw
Anfield,
even away at
or
Anfield.
something like that,
Yeah, like he came to Anfield and he changed the way. By the way, even Terry said this. Shout out to the Football Terrace for the redirect. Even Terry said this. Factually, he said he changed the way he played when he came to Anfield. Even though Man United were this good and we were this good, he still changed the way that he played. Arsenal did not open up and play open, expansive football, because if they did, City would destroy them. Because if they did play open and expansive football, City would absolutely humiliate them. Can we stop looking at Arsenal and acting like the draw away at the Etihad is the reason why they lost the league? But it's not, though. But it's not. The reason why Arsenal did not win the league is Aston Villa, Fulham, these games, West Ham at home. These are the games that we can sit here and say, he is the reason why Arsenal did not win the league. Don't come here and tell me, oh, you know what, the reason why Arsenal didn't win the league? The reason why Arsenal didn't win the league is they got to draw at the Etihad. A draw at the Etihad is a good result. 100%. And I see Liverpool fans in the chat waffling about we didn't play for a draw. Go check as soon as the Trent scored the goal, who was Klopp's substitutions. Bringing off Nunez, bringing off forwards to bring on defenders and midfielders. Factually, the draw away at the Etihad did not cost Arsenal the league. The games that cost Arsenal the league was West Ham, Fulham, Aston Villa, Newcastle. That's when we will agree. But don't come tell me Manchester City draw away is the reason why we lost the league. That's just this dumb shit that I don't like, that people always waffle about. Guys, let's have a degree of honesty when speaking. Let's have a degree of honesty when speaking. When I drew at the Etihad, I always thought it was a good result. Let's not waffle. This is the thing. Let's not waffle. People love to waffle. Yay, we draw away at the Etihad. And it's a good point. You're going to the team that won the treble. You go there, you park the bus, you keep a clean sheet against Foden, against Haaland, against Rodri, against all these guys. And actually, whether people like it or not, you probably have the more dangerous chances in the game. Yet people come here and say, oh yeah, the reason why we didn't win the league is the draw away at the Etihad. No, it's not. No, it's not. When we played Manchester City at Anfield, and we won the league in 1920, we beat them at Anfield. But if I were going away to the Etihad, even as amazing as Liverpool were in 1920, I'd have taken a draw. By the way, let me make this even worse for all of you. Remember 1819, Liverpool lost the league by 1 point. We went away to the Etihad, we played football and ended up losing 2-1. If I drew that game 0-0 instead of losing 2-1, I would have won the league that season. Talk to me now. What? Is it still bad? Is it still a bad result? People just love to pile on to Arsenal, and I'm sick of these narratives because I lived it 2 years ago. Mo knows this. Mo know me from 2 years ago. I lived this 2 years ago. Quadruple chart season. I lived this. Oh my God, if this and if that and all this, just narrative-based analysis. Forget the narratives. If I line up me and Mo right now, we have an interview with 19 Premier League managers. We say, would you take a draw away at the Etihad? They'll all say yes. Simple. Simple as. It's a good result. At home, beat them. Arsenal did that. Away, draw from home. That's the formula. There were 2 title contenders this season. Liverpool, Manchester City. You know what Arsenal did? Beat both of them at home, drew with both of them away. How's that bad? How? That's like Mo beating Juventus at the San Siro, then drawing in their stadium, beating AC Milan at home, then drawing away from home and going like, oh, it's not the draw to Salernitana that cost us the league. It's not the loss to Empoli that cost us the league. The reason why we lost the league is because we drew to Juve away. What kind of dumb shit is that? No one says that. You see how when I make it reflect into your minds, think of a different league that none of you are emotionally invested in. Barcelona, Real Madrid are going for the league title next season. Barcelona lose the league by a point. Are they going to say, the reason why we didn't win the league is because we draw away at the Bernabeu? No, they will not say that. The reason why they didn't win the league is because they draw at home to Las Palmas and they lose away from home to, like, I don't know, name random Spanish club. Yahi, you have to look and assess a title race for what it is. Where did I say Liverpool lost the league? Just to final prove a point. Where, and Mo will vouch right now, he'll be a man of honor and say it as it is. Where I said Liverpool lose the league, Manchester City at home. Because we did not beat Man City at home. Not away. I've never come here. 1-1 draw at the Etihad. Shit, we have cost the league title. That game cost me the league. No, it didn't. It's because I drew with them at Anfield after dominating them. That's what cost me the league title. However, Arsenal beat them at the Emirates. They did their job. You know where Arsenal didn't do their job? Aston Villa,
No, but I
Ham,
thought Arsenal
Tottenham.
lost the league against Fulham and West Ham, to be honest. So
Yeah,
these
I agree with you.
Bro,
100%.
do you know why these two games made like for me? If you ask Mo, when did Arsenal lose the title? Not against Aston Villa. West Ham and Fulham. Why? They could have put, guys, on paper, Arsenal should have won against West Ham. Should have won against West Ham and should have won against Fulham on paper, right?
Then Arsenal have like 30 shots and West Ham 2 or something.
Yeah, bro, 30 shots, 6 clear-cut chances. And they didn't win, right? My point about why I'm saying this, guys, it could have been 6. They could have put, at that time, they could have put 7 points difference between them and City. Title done at that time. In hindsight now, with no injuries, with Thomas Partey came back at the end with the 16 games out of 18, title over. But by the way, by March, title would have been over. Title would have been over. Imagine Arsenal by March having 6 more points. 6 points difference between them and Man City before they play Aston Villa. Title done, over.
Even if they lose to Villa.
Over. It's done, over, bro. Yeah, title over. Liverpool would have given up. Liverpool would have given up by that time, and he would have put everything in the basket of Europa League because he would have been 6 points behind Arsenal.
6,
because
9, I think.
No, because at that time when they lost, you were equal. You remember, you and Arsenal were.
Yeah, you're right.
So you would have been 6 points. He would have given up the league. Jurgen Klopp would have played the Europa League, and Man City might. I think that is when Arsenal lost the title. However, guys, over 500 people in, and I'm gonna ask a question. Wallah al-Azim, I don't know the answer to this, and I asked this morning the question, and it's gonna be hard for you guys to understand. I'm sorry, because I'm gonna try to put it in a very easy way. Husam, Mo believes if 2 teams go toe-to-toe with 1 game to differentiate between them, in my opinion, you can put that down to 2 things. It's either a referee decision that went 1 game. Okay, hold on. But I don't want the referee. I don't want the referee to go to be the deciding factor here, right? I'm not here to talk about the referee. Or a fine margin, like a player missing a chance, you hitting the crossbar, right? And I'm not asking for something out of this world. I'm gonna ask Husam.
Dumb and Dumber should be the name of this channel, yet you're here watching. So you're watching Dumb and Dumber, so what does that make you? Dumbest. Big up to you. Big up to you. By the way, guys, I see all the responses. There's a reason why I'm ignoring 3/4 of them. Because when you say, Husam, you're twerking, Mo, you're twerking, you're not actually addressing anything we're saying. I want any of you right now, just give me an honest response. Just give me an honest response. Where was I wrong? If you're going to tell me Arsenal should be expected to go away to the Etihad and win, you're waffling, respectfully. Like, if you're going to tell me they lost the league to West Ham, Fulham, blah, 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 I'd be like, yeah, you're right. They did. Simple as.
But my point, go back to my point. My point about this, forget the referee's decision. We can sit here and argue back and forth about does it even itself or it doesn't, right?
It does.
Okay, but that's for a different day, okay? By the way,
when
until
you
now,
doesn't even itself out.
Hold on, because I'm getting to the point. I'm landing. Until this moment, I haven't heard the answer about the offside check in the Spurs game. From
There you are. There you are.
Nobody says a word to PGML.
Remind them which offside. Remind them.
The Kevin De Bruyne, the PGML went shh. People ask questions. They showed the lines, and the PGML like, what? Check what? It wasn't offside. You know, it wasn't. No offside here. There is no offside. You know what I mean? But anyway, forget that, because you can say anything about referee's decision. I can't just go against Liverpool, whatever. But I want to go to by the way, guys, I'm trying to be objective here. I want to go to a different point because I want to know the answer. In fine margins, if both teams going toe-to-toe like this, when Arsenal getting 4 points out of Manchester City, playing equally the same football, they have the same goal difference. It goes down to Youngmin Son missing a chance. The reason why I'm saying Youngmin Son missing a chance, because 9 times out of 10, you would bank on Youngmin Son to finish a 1-1, right? Am I wrong here?
Yeah.
Okay. If you talk about Liverpool,
9.99999 out of 10.
if you talk about Liverpool are different in this conversation. Why? Because Sam, Tom, and everybody said Nunez is a donkey. So I'm expecting Nunez to miss the chances.
No, don't put Tom with me. No. I fought with him from August till March.
Okay,
in
let me
March, he
just finish.
starts acting like he's been saying this all along.
My point about this is Arsenal and Man City win 2-2. You could have said Chris Wood would have finished. Son would have finished. Arsenal would have scored the goal. The goal versus the goal versus Newcastle may have not been winning.
Chris Wood could have scored hat-trick.
Hold on.
He could have scored hat-trick.
Wait. Let me just land the point because this is very important because I'm coming with a question to you. And I can say the same for City. But apparently, because City won the title at the end, the fine margins went City's way. Son didn't score and Chris Wood didn't score and the ball didn't hit the bar and won't go out. You know what I mean? And that happens 3 times in the last 5 years. Twice against Liverpool and once against Arsenal. Why does it always go City's way? And I'm not talking about referee. I'm talking about the fine margins. Why does City always? It's that the mentality Rodri is talking about. That fine margins. The reason why. Okay, let me finish the next point. And that's why Husam always sits here and says Real Madrid's mentality is way superior to everyone else. Why? Always in the fine margins against PSG. Remember, they were trailing. Donnarumma made a mistake. Real Madrid went ahead. Man City missed a couple of chances, right? Fine margins. Real Madrid went through. Bayern Munich missed a chance, and Harry Kane missed a chance, or Lorenzani, Real Madrid went through. It always go, Mohamed Salah missed a chance in the Champions League. Why in the Premier League, and I'm being serious, Husam, and I want to know the answer because this is very important. Why does it go City's way? Why?
Here's the answer. There has to be an explanation. Very unpopular. Here's the answer that's very unpopular, whether people like it or not. Luck is a part of winning in football. Luck is a thing.
We're gonna put down 3 titles to luck.
No,
that's what I mean. Why the luck is always? If you're gonna call it luck, why does it go Man City? Why do Man City come on top?
Luck is a part of sports in general. Sometimes luck just goes a certain team's way. Sometimes a team has injuries, certain positions. Sometimes people don't have injuries. Sometimes a team can stay healthy. Sometimes a team can't stay healthy. Yeah, as an example, if we just come back to this title race, City, have Rodri out, for example, the last 3 months of the season, they most likely don't win the competition. Luck is a thing. Maybe luck just goes their way. But when it comes to refereeing decisions, I don't understand why it always go their way. That's the thing.
I don't want to talk about the referees. The referees for another day.
Because it's not, the referees have also played a role. You need to understand, to win a league title, many things have to go your way. Refereeing decisions, injuries, luck, VAR, everything. Everything just need to go your way. And you need to have an amazing team, an amazing manager, and actually be worthy champions. Now, I'm not saying that refereeing decisions or luck is the reason why Man City win the league. I've never said that. I'm saying that it played a role. That's it. As an example, Doku doing Sweet Chin music to McAllister, no penalty given. If that penalty was given, we're talking about fine margins. City gets 0 points from that game instead of 1. That, as an example, is another thing. If we talk about the Newcastle against Arsenal game, Arsenal's goal get given. If we talk about Arsenal Aston Villa, where Arsenal should have had a penalty, every single time there's a factor involved. Is it the factor? Is it the main factor? No, but it's part of it. Now, why does it always go City's way? I mean, from a refereeing perspective, maybe referees are afraid to make decisions against City because City are the dangerous monster right now in the Premier League. Maybe they're afraid of getting called out by Pep Guardiola, maybe something like that. I don't know what it is exactly, but that is an example of it. When it comes to stuff going their way, when it comes to fair assessments, the smaller margins went City's way. The smaller margins went City's way. Now, you mentioned the quadruple charge season. The quadruple charge season, Mo, Liverpool were 14 points behind Manchester City. So we didn't just give ourselves a hill to climb. We gave ourselves a mountain to climb. Mount Kilimanjaro. 14 points behind Manchester City. Allah, try win the league. That's what we waited way too late that season. And the transfer of Luis Diaz changed everything for us back when he was actually good, to be honest with you. So I think, look, Man City have had luck go their way. The fine margins were there for them. But of course, you cannot say they're not worthy champions because Yeah,
No,
were
they
the
are.
best.
They are worthy champions. We
Yeah,
have
they
to
are
say
worthy
that.
champions. I agree with you.
Freaking, they haven't lost in like since December, bro. They haven't lost in like 38 games. Like, just they're definitely
People
worse
still think
champions. Yeah.
Foden should have been player of the season. Crazy.
Huh?
People still think Foden should have been player of the season. Crazy, wallah.
Bro, to be honest with you, by that performance of the last game against West Ham and him being clutch, I know it's West Ham and everything, but for him to open up the goal scoring and the goal was not given to him. Have you seen the goal he scored against West Ham?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the goal or you haven't?
Yeah, I have both.
It's a great goal, to be honest, because put
And
it
when
in
Man
mind.
City were shitting themselves, who scored? Tell the whole world.
What do you
Yes.
mean?
When Man
No,
City
but
was
Foden
shitting
is the one who
themselves
scored.
after
Foden is
the
the one who
Kudus
scored
goal
2
when it was
goals.
2-1 and
This
Man
is an
City was
agenda now.
scared.
You're having an agenda now.
No,
Even Foden,
I'm not.
you're
I'm saying
having an
that
agenda now.
here's the thing. You know what's agenda? Let me tell you agenda, Mo. Agenda is Mo Salah should win player of the season. That's agenda. I'm not doing agenda. I'm saying
No,
Rodri
because you
should
want to
win.
be right. You just want to be right, and that's
No,
it.
Rodri scored the when
wanna be
City were
right,
shitting the bed. Rodri scored the goal.
I mean, they weren't shit in the bed. West Ham were never coming
Oh,
back
they
to
were
the
shitting the
game.
bed. Go watch the Etihad yesterday. Didn't you? You're
Habibi,
such a liar.
Habibi, you know
You're
West
such a
Ham
liar.
were never.
I watched your stream earlier on. Footy Judge Mo is in the link, and this football is in the link. Go subscribe to both. You're a fraud because you
Because
said
I said
you
LB.
you went to LB and you saw that he was nervous. So don't
Yeah.
lie. Do not lie. The Man City fans were nervous.
Habibi,
and
ماشي
Rodri
بس
scored.
I talking about the pitch.
Yeah, and Rodri scored.
Yeah, Habibi, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
But Man City on the pitch, West Ham weren't gonna score, bro. Okay, let's move on.
That's different now. You're talking about West Ham, and I'm not talking about West Ham. I'm talking about when it was on the ropes, Rodri scored. Rodri is this season's player of the year for me. Absolutely best midfielder in the whole league, best midfielder in the whole world. Rodrigo, 100%.
Anyway, long story short, so your answer is luck.
Mo, can you stop trying to do a viral moment or something?
What?
Why are you trying to bait me? Like,
Ya akhi, that was the fucking your answer, ya akhi.
Yeah, I told you when you win the Premier League.
You said referees unluck. You said referees unluck. Referees unluck. Referees unluck. That's what you said.
Are you done?
حاجة غريبة جدا.
I said you need to have a fantastic manager and a fantastic team and a fantastic squad. And the other stuff goes your way too. Like refereeing decisions, like injuries, like VAR, like all of that type of stuff. So it's a combination of things. Maybe the refereeing thing plays only 5% role. Maybe VAR plays only 5% role. Injuries plays 5% role. But the rest, you have to be amazing as well. So it's not like if Aston Villa had better refereeing decisions, they'd compete for the league. No. Well, that's not what we're saying. We're saying it plays a role. Every team that has won a league, every single team that has won a league title, there's an element of luck to it, whether you like it or not.
Three of them are luck.
There you are. See how he changed? See how I just broke it down and he changed my statement? That's why you're smirking right now.
So, but Arsenal have the same thing.
Smirk, habibi, smirk.
La ilaha illallah.
Smirk.
Wallahi, I am not doing anything. They are your words.
You're just smiling naturally, habibi. MashaAllah.
You do smile a lot.
You're a well-known smiler to smile naturally.
Alhamdulillah, ya akhi, Allah.
You know why you smile?
May Allah make me happy. May Allah make me happy all the time.
Everyone see in the chat what he just did, yeah?
May Allah make me happy all the time.
I said it might be just 5%, so he's like, oh, 3-peat is luck. Yeah, wallahi, I have some shame. Wallahi, I have some shame. Actually, you're a scientist. 5% x 5% x 5% is what?
What is this, bro?
1.25%. So there's only a 1.25% luck overall in the 3 league titles. Yalla, talk now. There you are.
5% times 5% is not what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's
what's
completely
5%
wrong.
of 5%?
I can do the math, but it's not right. Just to let you know. Because Habibi, 0.05 times 0.05 times 0.05, it's not 1.25%. That's not it's not equal 0.0125. It's not equal that. You know,
multiply by 100 at the end.
Even if you multiply by 100, it's not.
But actually, you have to multiply by.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. 5% of 5%.
No, 5% and 5% and 5%.
Oh, but okay. Plus Not 5% of 5%.
5%.
Of what?
Overall,
What?
of the 3 league titles happening.
Oh, okay. Oh, together.
Yes.
Add, yeah.
Yeah.
Add.
Yes,
Oh,
but
okay.
out of 300%.
Yes. Okay, but that's add. Okay.
So it's like very small.
Okay. Now I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's like 5% times 5% times 5%. I'm like, what does that have to do with football?
No, I was talking about that's actually one of the things in statistics we learned called probability when you have to multiply them. That was something else. I went in a different direction.
Anyway.
Yeah, if you want to support Mo, say Forza Inter, not Forza Milan, you bozo. I said, Juventus in the bad, Forza Milan. Ma Milan is also his rival, يا say Forza Inter, يا Man just said Forza Milan. Like, yo, Mo, fuck one of your rivals, but the other rival. Forza! have some shame, yeah. Oh, my God. What are you spamming, Mo? Are you on Twitter? Mo Salah just tweeted he's staying. Go check.
Okay,
Mo,
now,
I have my hand on the ban button. Wallahi al-azim, I will ban you. I just said wallah if you're lying because of the amount of times you spend it. I'm not going to time you out. Uqsim billah, I will ban you if he goes to Salah's Twitter and there is no tweet like this. How about that? Because you made us stop the show to go check the tweet.
We know that trophies are what counts, and we will do everything possible to make that happen next season. Our fans deserve it, and will we fight like hell? Okay. It was great sharing all of this.
Can you share it on the screen, akhi, so we can read it together?
I don't have it. Okay, let me share it. Yes. Okay. حاضر. خلاص تقعد تعيط وتزعق.
Then I tell you the whole word. Then I tell the whole word Salah is staying. Talk to me nicely.
He's staying for 1 more year. Then here.
Guys, by the way, we're only 3 subscribers away from 4.7k. Let's get there. Hit the like button, subscribe right now. Yalla.
What is this, bro? What is this? Muhammad Salah, June. This is kind of weird. Did he delete this tweet, bro, or something?
If you're going without logging in, you're never going to find it. Oh, here. I just got sent it. We know that trophies are what count, and we'll do everything possible to make that happen next season. Our fans deserve it, and we will fight like hell. Guess who's staying at Liverpool? Hey,
I thought we knew this.
1 more year of Salah. 1 more year of Salah.
I thought you knew this, right?
Hey, Mo Salah, running down the wing. Salah, la, the Egyptian king. Love you, Salah. Habibi. Malik Masr. Muhammad Salah remains at Liverpool. Let's go. Let's fucking go, blood.
I don't know why you act surprised. I think we knew this 2-3 weeks ago. I don't know why he's acting surprised, bro.
Let's go. Hold.
What do you mean hold?
Hold. Do you want me to play the speech about the Egyptian children?
Yeah.
There you are.
So what is it about? Why do you think that would upset me, actually?
Guess who's back? Back again. Salah is back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back?
I don't know why he's smiling. Like, it upsets me.
Back. Let's go. I'm so happy, man. This is fantastic news. After they told me the donkey is staying, at least they're keeping the Ferrari. Alhamdulillah. Anyway, go on, Mo.
So,
your thoughts
basically, basically, guys, what we learned is that Salah, that Liverpool next season will have the same attack: Gakpo, Nunez, Salah. Good luck. And they're not selling Gakpo, Nunez, Salah. They're keeping Diego Jota and Luis Diaz. If he leaves, they're gonna get a winger. So basically, what Husam just learned, and he's dancing on the screen, is that they're keeping Nunez and they're keeping Muhammad Salah.
No copyright, don't worry. No copyright.
I don't care what you're doing, but fine.
Allah, Allah, Allah. Allah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Anyway, go ahead, Mo. Your thoughts on Manchester City winning the league by luck? Tell me.
No, we'll talk about Salah. We'll talk about Liverpool then. Are we talking about Nunez?
Slot machine is here. Let's go.
Are we not talking about Nunez? Isn't that something that we're going to talk about? Nunez staying now. Salah is staying.
Let's do the super chats first, then we'll go to Nunez.
Yeah, let's do the super chats, people, because I know that a lot of you are rattled and annoyed. Salman, happy birthday, Hussein. His name is Husam. Wallahi with M. Habibi, much love. Do you think you can challenge for the title with slot?
First of all, Salman, thank you so much. Second of all, guys, listen, MHF, we're here to talk football. The birthday stream is later, inshallah. You get me? We have a Q&A. We have a birthday stream. Come ask me all the non-football question-related stuff. Now, when it comes to this question, you get me? Do I think we can challenge for the title? Yes, and we should challenge. Not only we can challenge, we should challenge.
We should challenge with the news. By the way, Salman will talk about it when it comes to Nunez news, because Husam is the one who wanted to talk about Nunez here with me. By the way, actually, he literally wanted to talk about Nunez. He wanted to get his feelings out, which is I want to hear them. Why didn't City beat Arsenal and Liverpool this season then? Thank you, Ian. Thank you. Finally.
This is true. City won the league without beating us or them the whole year.
Like, thank you so much. Why didn't Man City beat Arsenal then? If the mentality is great, why didn't they beat Liverpool home and away then? Why didn't they beat Chelsea home and away? Chelsea, they were 11th. Why? How about conceding 4 against Chelsea? Is that strong mentality? Yes, that's strong mentality. Yeah, wallahi, some people just don't want to say anything.
Buzzwords, Mo.
Wallahi, want to think anything وخلاص. Anything, yeah. المهم, no, it's if I say something, we'll go fine. I will say it. Yeah, mentality was weak. What about City? Anyway, EMMC. City players don't like Arsenal after the MLS. That can be. That's an answer to why he's doing it.
Like them, but
that's very fair. That's very fair. Yeah. That's very fair. I like this.
Yeah, they tell me they don't like them, but don't tell me what mentality.
Yanyo and Yolio. Yani, oh, okay. Stop waffling, Lusam. You wished you had Rodri. He never said anything.
Wow. Breaking news. Breaking news.
Sam thinks Rodri is the best player in the world, but he doesn't want him in his team. Wallahi, thank you so much.
I just argued for Rodri being player of the season like 20 minutes ago.
But he doesn't want Rodri. But you don't want him.
Such an idiot. Of course I'm taking Rodri.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I have Wataru Endo. He's saying you wish you have Rodri. Wallah, I have some shame. Wallah, I have some shame. Rodri is more clinical than the donkeys I have up front, of course.
If Rodri played as a striker instead of Nunez this season, Liverpool would have had more goals.
100%, bro. Rodri would be 100%
crazy.
Better striker. Rodri is a better striker than Nunez. That's a fact. Hey, where are you, Toka? You get me? But said you take Rodri. Wow. Breaking news. Mo, would you take Rodri at Inter? Ya Allah.
What's good, Shabab from Zero Talk? Yeah, big up, Ahmed. Arsenal have the absolute guts to overrate themselves and disrespect competition while they do so. They then choke games. Hate Arsenal. Can I answer this? Martin from the Mancunian Way, big up Martin, sent me the clip. You know the clip that was circling around when Arsenal fans after they beat City. I can actually. Do you want to play it?
After what?
After Arsenal, I'm gonna play it. Hold on.
Play it.
I'm gonna play it.
احتجت له في سؤال كسر في خاطري ساعتها ودوبين الحال.
I'm playing guys a clip. Just give me a sec.
Guys, you know how back in the day Mo didn't have WhatsApp, so he doesn't know how to just open the video quickly. so it takes him a little bit of time. You guys know he has about 10 years in all of us. Play it.
Help.
Play it.
Do nothing, blood. Yeah, we're back again.
Do you have a message to Manchester City?
Havertz is the GOAT, and Man City, you're not making top four, mate.
Manchester City is not good anymore.
We're the best team in England.
Arsenal are way better than Man City.
Unlucky, they're still the champions, but we're coming for you. You're winning the league.
We're winning the league, fam. This is it. Yeah. We're winning the league.
We're gonna win the league.
Winning the league. You're winning the league.
Yeah, we're winning the league 100%.
100%.
100%.
100%.
100%. We'll win the league.
You win the league.
Watch this space. We'll win the league. They came here last year. They turned us over. We spanked them today. Get in.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Who else is going to win it? Who else is going to win the league?
Liverpool.
Of course we are. The invisible is coming back to Emirates. Do nothing.
This was after which game?
When they beat Man City. Basically,
I understand.
Hold on.
That's a fair emotional reaction, Andy. You just beat Man City.
yeah, but the problem is
Why
now.
do you want football fans to not be happy? I don't get this.
No, but my point about
So you
Martin
just beat
said,
Man City at the Emirates after getting
I just,
slapped by them
can
for
I-
the last 4 or 5
can I
years.
talk?
You're
Yeah.
supposed to come out the stadium and go like, wow, well done, good win. Yeah, come on, yeah. You guys are so weird. Let the people be happy.
Can I talk?
Can I fucking talk? Go ahead.
The point about it is that you can be humble a little bit in your celebration. Yes, I think we have a good chance of winning the league. I get it. People outside the stadium. But when we talk, and I'm going to ask simply, I'm going to respond to this. When we talk about Twitter, they tell us Twitter people are. They tell us no real. Okay, they tell us the people that actually, the people on the street. If you ask anyone outside of Twitter that they don't want to go viral, they wouldn't say something like this because. But here are the people on the ground. These are people on the ground. And they think like this.
There you are.
By the way, Liverpool fans don't think like that. Liverpool fans don't go and do these things. And by the way, I will defend Arsenal fans here and say one thing. I say, yes, emotions and everything. But if you have emotions and everything, you cannot blame others when they say you're being arrogant all season. صح ولا غلط؟ ما هو you can't have it both ways.
You know what you guys want? You guys want Arsenal to be like, have the strongest defense in the league and, beat Manchester City at the Emirates and come out and say, wow, what a game. Be dead like Martin Tyler. Bro, let the fans be happy, man.
Wallahi, I want them to be happy, but we can't blame other fans when they say
they got
fans
slapped at the Emirates 4-1 last season by City. They beat them 1-0 this time. They're happy. Let them be happier.
No. Yeah, I am being. There's difference between happy, right, and being arrogant. That's difference. Okay. Anyway, oh my God, how can you be stupid? I'm gonna let Husam answer this. Husam is man who can answer. Rodri said if Arsenal came for a win and got it, Arsenal would have had to lose twice for City to win. Arsenal instead for going for a regular gave City a chance to win, go 9 wins, and City smelt blood.
I mean, the fact that you have fraud in your name, tells me all I need to know. This is the problem with idiotic people like you. You always actually disrespect your own team when you make stupid points like this. The reality is, whether it's game week 38, game week 1, game week 20, game week 25, a draw away at the Etihad is a good result. Because you going away to the best team in the country, getting a draw is a good result. You have to beat them at home. It's not about mentality. It has nothing to do with mentality. If they beat Villa, they'd be league champions right now. So that's it.
Invisible taxes keep working for Arsenal, Husam. You call Chelsea and City oil clubs, so I will treat City like my oil brothers. Alhamdulillah for the 4-peat, proper Chelsea.
Yes, 100%. I'm twerking for Arsenal because I said that the reason why Arsenal didn't win the league is because they lost to Aston Villa at home and Fulham. Oh, what a twerk there. You got me. I fully twerked, I said the reason they didn't win the league is West Ham at home, Fulham at home, Spurs at home. But yeah, I'm twerking 100%. Well done, bro. Well done. And by the way, all this Blue Brother stuff is all cute and shit until you realize that Manchester City have officially overtaken you. You're now 5th on the big clubs list. You're closer to Spurs than you are Arsenal. Go ahead.
Wow. You got your response, by the way, Invisible Taxes. You got a really good response. Husam, I
Blue
must say
brother.
my respect for you has grown so much after yesterday, because of course, Stephen, because it works for Arsenal. How you dealt with that with this twice, I have no idea. This is pain. I'm struggling, lol.
Evan,
Of course.
Mo knows this. Not only did I deal with it, I dealt. Mo knows the spaces. I had to deal with Hamza with 5-hour monologues about 3 times after I lost the league. You have no idea what the fuck happened to me, Tevin. When Liverpool Football Club lost the league title and the Champions League that year. By the way, after the UCL was even worse. After Vinicius scored, we lost 1-0 that game. It was even worse for me. So, yeah, it was a real bad
By the way,
time.
I wished Liverpool, the way that season Liverpool fans were so arrogant, I wished them to lose. But the way they were broken at the end of the season, to be honest, I felt some kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to, you know, like it was a little bit like, what is wrong, bro? Like, this is like they were broken, bro. From a quad to what happened at the end, it was bad. It was so bad at the end, Tevin. Mansour, as a Spursy, Arsenal bottled.
از سبيرز يا منصور استحي حالك عشت باللي انا 18 سنه ولا عمري شفت توتنهام fan to begin with. I've never met a Spurs fan 18 years in UAE. I've never met one Spurs fan. I doubt if you go Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Fujairah, Jumeirah, القوين, wherever the hell you go, حبيبي, there is no Spurs fan. يا أخي, have some shame, يا أخي. At least use a club I can believe. As a Spursy, حرام عليك, حرام عليك. Spurs fan in the UAE? Yeah, okay, bro. Okay. Never can happen.
Never can happen. Never can happen.
بصير تقرا السوبر شات اللي بعدها ولا بدك تظل طالع لي على
I am doing something else, حبيبي. I'm doing something else. يعني I am updating the thumbnail. I'm gonna update the title. ولا لا؟ ولا you gonna do it?
No need to update. بنحكي عن الموضوع هذاك بكره. شايف كيف؟ تفكير.
I updated it already. You can check it back. Okay, Husam, listen to Mo on the Foden. He knows football.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mo, would you take Rodri at Inter? This is the same guy, bro. This is the same guy. Oh, you would kill for Rodri. No, I like Endo more. Yeah, والله I have some shame, yeah.
Big up Mansour. W is for my guy Mansour. He's saying happy birthday, Husam. W is for Mansour, of course. And by the way, I just want to say, Husam has a stream later, an actual birthday Q&A. It's at 11 UK time, people. It's at 11 UK time.
I set it up, by the way.
Okay, good for you. So Husam has a Q&A where you can go congratulate him, ask him any question, get involved in the chat. And this is football, of course. This is going to take you to it where you can congratulate. But big up Mansour. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the birthday.
He donated the same exact donation to me earlier on as well. Habibi Mansour. Wallah, Habibi.
Thank you, Mansour. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. W is for my guy, Mansour. Thank you. Perfect birthday present for Husam. Salah staying. Yeah. Look how happy he is.
Let's go.
I have talked to Husam about Kvara, would work in Liverpool. What do you think about it, Mo? Kvara is a fantastic footballer on the left side. He's very effective. My point about it, wallah, is that I have no idea how this guy plays. This Arne Slot guy. And this is what we're going to talk about next. Nunez staying. He sees something in Nunez. I know he's... That's what Husam is like.
Who sees something in Nunez? Me?
Arne Slot.
Oh, I thought you said me. I was about to leave the stream.
He sees something in Nunez. He sees something in Nunez. He sees what? Anyway, big up everybody. Toka here is saying 2022 killed my love for footy. To be honest, I ain't seen the sense.
You know, I was on the football terrace. I actually got everything wrong that season. I said we'd win the Carabao Cup. That was the only thing I got right. I said we'd lose the FA Cup, win the Prem and the Champs. We ended up winning the FA Cup and losing the other two. Thank you, Thomas Tuchel. Honestly, you gifted me two domestic cups, so at least I will left the scene with something. Thank you, Chelsea.
Halas, finished. Finish this. Talk to me about... Okay, here's the question to you then. People, hit the like button. Because
there you are.
Salah is staying.
He's about to ruin the mood.
Jota staying. Gakpo staying. 4 forwards. You're going to get a fifth. if you sell Diaz, what if Diaz isn't sold? But that's the danger of it. Salah, by the way, I'm gonna give it to Husam here. He did everything about it's all about the caveats. Husam said, I want Salah to stay as well, but we ain't doing nothing if we keep Nunez and Diaz because it's the same. What are we doing يعني? So Salah stay. طيب.
This is the most disappointing start to the Edwards era. I'll be honest with you. I know Toka agrees, Aaron agrees, because we're people who don't just agree with everything the club does, just there, sit there, just like, you know, blind trust in everyone and shit. Yeah, of course, we all trust Michael Edwards. That doesn't mean I'm going to take a step back and just kiss ass on every decision Michael Edwards is going to make. Keeping Luis Diaz is 100% a mistake. Keeping Darwin Nunez is 100% a mistake. We need to sell both. Both of them need to go. Both of them need to go ASAP furthermore, not just need to go. I think those two, if we use them again next season, then it's going to end up with the same result. Liverpool will end up going for trophies, missing out because of lack of clinicalness. Then I have to come here again next season and say the same shit. Let me just say this about Nunez. There's two outcomes. I will recognize this. Mo will recognize this. Everyone will recognize this. I'm going to be really nice. I'm going to say it's a 50% possibility. Look how much I'm giving, 50%. Imagine next season starts, Nunez starts scoring goals. All of a sudden, Nunez becomes clinical, starts scoring goals. I accept that that's a possibility. Now, let me ask the whole world, what happens if Darwin Nunez stays and the first 3 games of the season, he ends up missing 6 big chances and he costs us 2 of those games? Then what do we say? Then what? We need to ask the important questions here, because we cannot sit up here and waffle 24/7. We have to actually objectively speak on this shit. Just be real about the whole situation. Just be real about the whole situation. Let's assume, for the sake of argument, it's a possibility he starts scoring goals. Okay, no problem. It's a possibility. But what if he doesn't? Currently, no banter, market value, you could probably get 50 for Nunez, market value. Because the striker market stinks, he's Uruguay's number 9, blah, blah, blah. He has some form of value. Now, if he stays next season and the same shit happens again, how much are we going to get for him the next summer? 20 million? 25 million? If we keep Nunez and Diaz, it's a sign of simply surrendering the league title and giving up from the start, because it shows me that we have a lack of ruthlessness and the hugging and kissing culture has not been abandoned. It has not been abandoned. The reason why so many people, Aaron will tell you this and others, the reason why so many people follow me during the transfer window and all this, because I actually give them something that the others don't. I actually give them the reality of the situation. I actually speak the truth on my football club. I don't come up here and waffle. When it's time to speak about the football club, I speak about the football club and say it as is. Liverpool need a left back, a centre back, a DM, and 2 forwards. Simple as that. Those 5 positions are the 5 positions that Liverpool Football Club need. Period. Diaz needs to go, Nunez needs to go, and we should retain right now, we should retain some form of thing in the transfer market. People need to realize, Toka won't like this, but it's the reality. The reason why keeping Diaz is even worse than keeping Nunez is because there is 0 chance that Luis Diaz goes better. You know why? There's 0 chance? Because he's 28. Khalas, this is who he is. Mo will tell you right now, if you're 28, you ain't improving, you ain't suddenly going to make better decisions. Once again, yesterday in the game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, guys, I accept that Mo Salah was a 10 out of 10 player and he's now an 8. No problem. I accept that. You know, like, let's use something crystal clear example. Misplacing a pass. You know when Mo Salah misplaces a pass, it's still like in the vicinity. You know, like Elliott was running through on goal. Mo Salah wanted to find him. It was caught by the goalkeeper. You know, so it was this close. It's in the vicinity. When Luis Diaz misplaces a pass, it goes to the corner flag. When Luis Diaz misplaces a pass, it goes to the goalkeeper. When Luis Diaz misses a pass, it goes to a completely different area. And he's 28. And we're never, ever, ever going to get offered 75 million for Luis Diaz again. If I'm Michael Edwards, I'm going to do 4D chess. Barcelona, Habibi, there's no need for you to give me 75 million. You can keep the 75 million. Give me Araujo. I have now solved a problem using a problem. Boom. Hello? Give me Araujo. And if you want to keep Nunez, now Araujo and Nunez, Uruguayan teammates, Nunez will have his friend and buddy, so they can, kiss and hug and make out and make Liverpool great again via the love and the emotions. And suddenly Nunez might start scoring because Araujo says, shoot puta in Spanish or whatever. So yeah, that's what I think. So yeah, Araujo trade for Diaz. Diaz need to go. Diaz need to go right now. Nunez need to go as well. If we keep him, the club need to be held accountable next season. And I'm not even using Slot. Slot is not the problem. Slot is not the problem. If we keep Darwin Nunez and he misses chances next season, it's not Slot's fault. It's Nunez's fault. It's Edwards' fault for keeping him.
I'm gonna say something. This Liverpool team,
There you are.
it might go completely wrong, and I do want it to go wrong for a couple of reasons.
There you
I
are.
don't want to see a 2-horse title race next season.
What you
But
want?
I'm afraid for Liverpool. I'm really afraid for Liverpool. I'm afraid that Arne Slot will take time. I'm afraid that he will not be able to get the best out of Mohamed Salah. I'm afraid he will keep Nunez and he thinks I'm going to use the speed and he doesn't. I'm afraid that the midfield might not work next season without a DM, because I believe Liverpool need a DM, need an actual DM
Would you
midfielder.
take Rodri?
Well, I think Liverpool fans need to think about it because they have Endo though. So is he start over Endo?
That has to be more. You have to admit that has to be the dumbest question in history of YouTube.
Yeah, like in the thing about Liverpool Football Club is that I'm afraid. I don't know. This is kind of strange and weird a little bit. I am afraid of Liverpool going into the era of
Man United.
being irrelevant. Let me explain to you how being irrelevant. Being in the warm area of the top 4. Being comfortably third.
Oh, I know what you mean now when you say warm. Basically, in your comfort zone, yani.
Very comfortable. You know what I mean? You're not you're 10 points behind the league leaders all season long after like 10 games or after 15 games, and you are 10 points ahead of the top 4. Yeah, you're having the fun in the Champions League and everything, and the league is like a game, 3 winning games, and then you lose a game, and then you win another 3, and then you lose a game. You know what I mean? So you're always 2 steps ahead of the people behind you, but you're 2 steps ahead of the people in front of you. You know, and then we start talking about.
I understand what you mean.
I've seen, bro.
You know who was like that for a period of time?
Arsenal, top 4 every year, but not challenging.
La, there's a better example. Spurs under Pochettino. That's who was like that. Like essentially, they were never ever in a top 4 race per se, other than like his first year. But then they
weren't gonna win the title, and they weren't gonna win the title.
You remember when they were doing the whole thing that Liverpool City and Spurs were in a title race? Remember when Spurs went on like a crazy winning run of like 11 in a row or some shit? Remember that? Do you remember?
When was that?
I think that was quadruple charge season, I believe, or 18-19, one of them. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But that was one of the seasons where like, oh, Spurs are actually getting involved in the title. And then they fell off at the end. 18-19. That was the season. 18-19. I just remembered because they got to the Champions League final at the end.
I'm afraid.
And then they ended up losing 11 games from January to May.
Yes.
And dropping off the title race completely. But they didn't drop off top 4.
Yeah, I'm afraid of.
Big up, by the way, sorry, Mo, to interrupt. Big up to Ahmed in the chat. Thank you so much, Ahmed Habibi. Make sure you guys go subscribe to AA United TV. Click on his comment. Click on go to channel. Subscribe right now. Go ahead, Mo.
I'm afraid of that for Liverpool Football Club in the coming 2, 3, 4 years. And then what happens is when you're too comfortable third, people catch up to you. Chelsea catch up to you. You know what I mean? People catch up to you. And then suddenly you started like, hold on, I didn't fall behind. So why are these people catching up? Because they're improving and you aren't.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting the okay signing. You aren't improving massively. You know what I mean? You're trying to juggle your team. You're trying to, Virgil van Dijk leaves, but Liverpool are still third. You know what I mean? They found a good replacement, but it's not enough replacement to challenge. Do you know what I mean? And it's not a bad replacement to drop out of the top 4 for people to actually start panicking and move.
And say slot out. Yeah, I get what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm afraid for Liverpool. I don't know how nobody's talking about this. This is a scary time for Liverpool.
The only thing that stops Mo from going all the way is one name. He knows it.
What? Say that again.
The only thing that's stopping you from going all the way to the side of Liverpool are going to decline and we're going to be crap.
Yeah, but
is
keeping
one
Mohamed Salah and
No.
Michael
The guy
Edwards.
who made the decision of keeping Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, Michael Edwards being there. I know that this guy will find a way to
But the
keep
guy
the team
that
relevant.
no brand, no guts to give me Salah and Mane, knows ball.
Yeah, but the problem is he had Jurgen Klopp. But my point about it is that Mohamed Salah is coming to an end. Van Dijk is coming. Alisson will stay. I don't know who else will be
When you
there.
say Van
Like
Dijk is coming to an end,
Husam,
currently in the Premier League, let's assume Mo, you have
individually,
a secret conversation with Pep Guardiola that no one can find out about. No one. You and Pep are sat in a coffee shop just talking. He doesn't know who you are. You don't know who he is. You ask him, you manage Manchester City. You're like, he's like, yeah. You tell him, would you take Virgil van Dijk? Do you think he says yes or no? Be honest.
Yes.
Khalas. Point proven.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
the
But
guy
I'm talking about
in a row would take Virgil,
in a year or two, that might change.
in 2 years, I accept that. But
Even
we need to
1 year.
understand that
Even
sports
1 year
science
after
has
next
developed,
season.
Mo. Also, Virgil is a late bloomer. When did Virgil really start playing this amount of games and all this?
From day one, he went to Liverpool. January 2018.
Yes, but before that,
January
Celtics,
2018.
So it's not like he has a lot of mileage on his feet, by the way.
January 2018. The guy, by the way, the person who changed Liverpool is Virgil van Dijk. It's not Salah. It's not Mane.
And
The reason. No. Alisson was in the. Alisson was the season after.
Haram Alek, don't make me bring up Karius. Wallahi haram. This is a very
No.
sad
Ma, that's the thing. Alisson is the season after. Van Dijk came in January. Check, guys. Go check Liverpool results before Van Dijk arrives and stats and the way they played, and after Van Dijk arrives. Number one, he allowed Liverpool to move 15 yards ahead. Do you know what I mean by 15 yards on the pitch? Just by him being there, Liverpool went to 15 yards up front, made it easier to reach the goal. Wallahi, people don't understand how much I appreciate Virgil van Dijk. Like, people just don't know.
I've never actually heard you compliment Van Dijk. What's like your actual thoughts on the guy?
What?
I've never heard you like actually just like prop up Van Dijk. What's your like thoughts on the guy?
Virgil van Dijk individually is the best defender to ever play in the modern era of the Premier League. Individually by himself. I said that last year and people went mad.
I didn't say it, Mo said it, innit?
If you ask me, guys, and by the way, there is a difference between peak when it's half a season like Michu and 3-4 seasons. Van Dijk had January 18, 19, 2021, right? Until he got injured, right? In 21, he got injured after he won the league. So 18, 19, it was great. Sorry, 17, 18, half a season, he was good. 18, 19, Liverpool won the Champions League. 19, 20, am I wrong here? No.
Yeah,
19, 20, Liverpool won the league title, right? 2021, he got injured in December, and now Liverpool went to shit. Came back, was okay, and then this season he came back to his very good, his very best individually. So it's not that his peak is like half a season or a season. His peaks are like seasons, like you can count seasons. And people think I'm again. So I'm if you say more twerking, I'm twerking for Arsenal or Liverpool. Just make up your mind. I can't work for both. I can't. Like, make up your mind here, right?
Yeah.
My point about Virgil van Dijk, guys, and this is why I say, and I said that on Footy Judge Mo on the Football Terrace, and I'm not afraid to say it. It's very simple. Virgil van Dijk is the only defender lately, by the way, that gives me vibes that forwards are afraid to go dribble the guy. Do you know what I mean by afraid? Like a forward going one-on-one, they would choose.
With Lautaro.
We saw it before that in the Premier League when people were afraid to dribble the guy. The guys would wait for support. A forward, okay, guys. Remember, going back to Mo's era back in the days. I grew up in an era, right? طب اسمع بس بجد seriously. I grew up in an era, and even Husam grew up in an era. Husam as well in the 2000s. If a forward is one-on-one with any defender, advantage the
He will
forward.
attempt.
Khalas. It's called the chance. The coach did his job. He made his forward one-on-one with the defender. The forward, technically, ability-wise, better than the defender. He should dribble the defender. Fernando Torres used to cook everyone. One-on-one, you're cooked. You're done. It's over for you. It's done. It's over for you. You are on your ass, and the crowd is laughing at you, and the ball is in the back of the net. You are one-on-one with Fernando Torres. R9 was the same, right? By the way, back in the days, that was the thing. You are one. By the way, Luis Suarez, and I'm gonna tell you this, guys. All Luis Suarez career, you as a defender, you are one-on-one with Luis Suarez, right? 10 seconds later, you're on your ass. The crowd are laughing, right? And the ball is in the back of the net, and you don't know what happened. And you woke up from the coma, and it's 1-0 to the opposition, and you are just on your ass, and you don't know what happened. You got dribbled, and you are on your ass. You know what I mean? These are the forwards. And by the way, John Terry was the same. Ferdinand. Vidic was the only one who was one-on-one, was a monster in this because he was very aggressive. Nemanja Vidic, very aggressive, by the way. Back in the days, the Italian defenders that I can tell you they weren't like this are Maldini and Nesta. You go one-on-one against Maldini, you aren't scoring. Yeah, it's a one-on-one, you have to pass. You have to find another one. Apart from R9, right? Apart from R9. Wallah al-Azim, I promise you guys, since Maldini and Nesta's prime, I have not seen a defender like Van Dijk. With any forward around in the world go against Van Dijk, they will wait for the support. They keep looking back, bro. Do you know what I mean? Who's coming overlapping? Is anybody coming so I can pass to the guy? Because if I go, that's what people don't realize, right? I'm not. And by the way, Virgil van Dijk, 2 years, and by the people say, but he doesn't engage. That's an art. It's called containing the forward, to delay, to wait for your other center backs. That's an art because it requires angles. I know that I waffled a lot and people said, but I actually speak the truth. Virgil van Dijk individually in the modern era, since I watched, is the best one-on-one defense. Like if you're asking me individually, Mo, who are you taking blindly? Who are you taking as an individual defender? No partnership. You don't know who's going to play next to the guy. Let me just tell you something. We don't, for example, we're creating a club, new club. And we don't know the budget of the second defender, but we have one defender to choose, and we don't know the partner we're gonna get. Who are you choosing as your first choice? You don't know who's. By the way, you might get Ozan Kabak, or you might get Vidic. You don't know. Who are you choosing? One name. There's only one version. There's only one name. Wallahi, there's only one name, and that's why I choose him. You know why? That's why I choose. It's not about a partnership. It's not about I needed a goalkeeper behind me or I needed a DM. That's not the point here. Virgil van Dijk, you know that he's going to perform next to Ozan Kabak and next to Vidic. Because he did it. The guy, Gomez played. Kwanzaa played. Right? Matip played. Right? They got like Nat Phillips played.
Konate.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter who plays next to the guy. They got him Trent, Conor Bradley, Gomez, Tsimikas, Robertson. Fabinho played center back next. It didn't matter. The guy by himself is performing. That's my point. That's my point about. This is my opinion about Virgil van Dijk. You heard it here. I can't believe that you never heard this opinion before from me.
No, I've not heard it before, actually, and it's good to hear. You're actually giving Liverpool player praise, which is good. And you know, now the world of MHF can hear it. The world of MHF can hear it.
How many subscribers are on before we end the show? And are we ending or are we waiting for you to start? Or what?
Yeah, no, we're ending. We're at 4.7K, so we have hit
13.
The first half.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Let me give
300 away from the 5K.
Guys, 5K is
it's close. Mo, can we do something for the people, Mo?
Yes, do something for the people.
When we hit 5K, we have to do Q&A. You have to give the world the promise.
Yeah, we'll do. But what do you mean Q&A though?
Q&A, they can ask us anything they want.
La ya, wallah.
Yes, I'm doing
what
one
does
tonight.
That even mean?
It means we come here and go like, big up to you guys. Thank you guys so much for 5,000 subscribers. Today's a Q&A. Ask me anything you want.
That's a very tricky stream, though.
Yeah, it's a tricky. You can avoid certain questions, Adi. Yani, you don't have to answer everything.
Okay.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna.
You know, I never did it on Footy Judge Mo, even though 20K, 10K, I never did it.
Yeah, that is the first time for everything. Big up to my guy Dinesh, who says, "Evening, everyone. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Sell them both. Other players you think Liverpool sell and keep? I mean,
Robert,
who I think we're gonna sell versus who I think we're gonna keep versus what I think will happen are all completely different things. Everyone in the chat knows if Husam was Michael Edwards for a day, he's selling Nunez and Diaz tomorrow. You know, but do I think that's gonna happen at the club? Probably not, unfortunately. So yeah, that's the reality. In terms of buying players, I like Olise, I like Kvaratskhelia, I like Thuram. There's many players I like. Big up to my guy Dinesh, who says Conte wanted Virgil van Dijk at Chelsea at any cost. I see why. See? But instead you're out here screaming "Poch out." That tells you all you need to know, Dinesh.
but I try to, by the way, Man City fans and Man United fans get triggered so much when I say this about Virgil van Dijk. And I didn't like your defenders at all. Like I just,
And you know what's funny? Vincent Kompany said that Virgil van Dijk is the greatest ever centre back. So if you are disagreeing with your City legend, fair enough.
like,
Anyway,
I
on
don't
that
get it.
note-
Why so much? Anyway, thank you. Big up
Yeah,
everybody.
بدك تنهي انت ولا ننهي عشان نعرف وين
Let's
نروح.
give a shout out to, you want to give it a shout out to the people? Or not?
Yes, give a shout out حبيبي يلا. Go ahead, read their names. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing, as Mo's about to shout out to all these guys. Remember
up
to not
Salman.
go anywhere because this stream will redirect you to my Q&A.
You
Go
set
on
it
it,
up.
reminder. Go over there, ask me any questions you want. Go ahead.
You
يلا.
set it
اعمل
up, bro.
to end stream يلا.
Okay. Salman, Aeon, AMMC, Yo-Yo, which is Hamza Shampoo, Zertox, Prodigal Fraud Daddy, Invincible Taxes, Kevin, Mansoor, of course, and Edrin, and Smoke, Toka, kind of a Narenda, and Denishin, of course, people.
Did you just call him the name of a soda?
What? I didn't, la wallah.
Did you just call him Miranda? That's a drink, حبيبي.
Miranda, yeah. You remember Miranda? You're too old, bro.
Miranda.
Does that still exist?
I don't know. I don't buy those products anymore.
Oh, yeah, صح. Boycott. Anyway,
Yeah.
appreciate everyone that stayed here. Stay on the stream. Don't go anywhere because you can ask Husam anything. We're out, people.